Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Thursday the 3rd of May. So, looking at the euro dollar, and well, we saw yet another close down on yesterday. It looks like, well, at the moment we're having a bit of a bounce for sure. Now, is this going to be a bit of a reversal day? Possibly. There wasn't anything particularly bad, good or bad really, I think, in the FOMC yesterday. It created a bit of volatility there for sure, but the overall picture was they're probably just on course to carry on as was, but we'll see. There was nothing to suggest any different really. They may overlook inflation a little bit, but they're expecting it to pip over, but nothing really significantly different there. So where we are, well, sitting towards the 60.50 again there. Are we going to get a reaction? We'll see. We sat there a long time yesterday to try and get the second part of our short out of the market. Let's see if what it does today. I'm looking really, well, maybe on the break of these sort of, oops, I've done too well with that line, that's for sure. On the break of these, I know this is a current bar, but if it starts breaking through probably that daily pivot level to the downside, I'll be bearish again, looking for yesterday's lows. Maybe a daily S1. It's the upside. Well, there's, as I say, certainly a possibility that 50's been hit twice now. Maybe it'll want to push on through towards yesterday's highs there, maybe even further. So it's got the possibility, but I don't have the belief in it. I'd rather still be on the short side of this market. So that's why I'll probably be watching. If it pushes up, it will go on its own. Let's have a look at the pound next. And well, the pound sold off yesterday, closed down as well. Even though it had its pop, it was doing quite well. It was outdoing the most of the currency pairs yesterday against the US dollar, and then rolled anyway. It is getting close to that daily 200, still seeing that as a potential target, but again this morning through this Asian session, as much as anything else, we're seeing a bit of a bounce off the weekly S2 there actually. Not quite down to that monthly S1, but it is not looking particularly strong. Again, we could be drawing trend lines across the lows here and wait for breaks if you're going to sell. Otherwise, if it just carries on, well, it carries on. It hasn't hit that 60.50 for some time. Maybe that would be a bit of a draw if it starts breaking off through there. Yesterday's highs are above its R1, pretty much the same as euro in that respect, and maybe it could be a target if you want to look on the long side. My preference at the moment is mainly to the downside, and I'm maybe a little bit too biased to the downside, but I'm still believing that there's more to come. These European currencies and economies are not looking particularly on track to go at the same rate as they were. Dollar yen, well, pitched up yesterday, ended up with doji. Looks like it might have a little rollover, although slightly short of the daily 200. On the 4 hours here, no, I was looking to see if there was any divergence on the MACD. Was there on the RSI? Let's have a look. Yeah, slight RSI divergence across there. Maybe a bit more of a retrace to be had. But looking then at the 60-minute though, well, it's already done a lot of retrace, hasn't it? And almost looking like it's priming itself for its next move, maybe to the upside, but it has put lower highs in this intermediate time, short time frame. It's really put some lower highs in, so possibly a bit more of a rollover. Not a lot more to be said on that. So well, Aussie dollar, let's have a look at the Aussie dollar. From a daily perspective first, a bit of a reversal. Yesterday, again, it was trying to kick up a little bit stronger in the mornings than the other pairings. It's a bit like the pound, actually, more aligned with the pound. Still got the weekly, monthly pivots above a lot of these pairings, and well, as much as they're there, they're not making the strongest representation to get up there, are they really? And they've still got sort of key moving averages, 34, more importantly the 50 sitting above there on the 4 hourlies. It's diverged this morning in this hourly picture anyway. It it's certainly not the strongest of price action that we're seeing here at the moment, and it's been choppy. And I haven't looked at the retail traders this morning, but they've been so consistently bullish on this pairing. I think it just may get stalled again, so we'll see. It's every time it does pop up, it's sold off again. So Canadian dollar finally. And what we got here then? Canadian dollar daily wise consolidated. It's tight range bound. It's not really going anywhere here. It's little real potential movement kicking in. It really is tight. It's just starting to expand a little bit. Expanding wedge. I was talking about this in the trading room yesterday. They're much more difficult to be doing anything with. When the price goes up and it makes a normal wedge, it's quite simple. You just look for the upside and wait for the break, and off you go. When it does these sort of expansion sort of moves out of the upward trend, then it's anyone's guess which way it's going to go. It did pitch up, and you can see it's just been putting higher highs in but lower lows, so it's that sort of expanding sort of wound up sort of price action that at some point will go. But go where? I still sort of favour the upside potential if this dollar's proving itself. It's still got some upside potential, although maybe the price of oil's held it up to a degree. Although that's it's doing a similar picture, isn't it? Just consolidating there over for the oil there as well. So not really going anywhere at the moment. Perhaps if that starts breaking up, the Canadian dollar might start breaking down. Right, that's pretty much it, apart from of course the news. So the fundamental news today is really UK Services PMI, very important figure. It's what the majority of the economy, did I say economy? Can't even get my words out this morning. Generally, that's the larger part of the economy is based on services, so that's at 9:30, very key. So I wouldn't be looking to trade too much before then on the pound if I was looking at it. And then US services or non-manufacturing figure comes in at 3 p.m. Aside of that, it's pretty low-key data coming out today, so we're left to the technicals. I'm just having a look at that retail situation on the Aussie dollar. Just checking that off as I was yeah, still very I mean they may come good in the end, but there's a lot of investors there in the Aussie dollar buying the Aussie dollar that are sitting significantly underwater, and they don't obviously want to let go yet, but whether we'll see another surge down just to ease that off a little bit, and then we can probably see the market price move up. At the moment, there we go. Right, that's it for me. Have a great day. Bye for now.